All right, you guys, so I'm going to show you about stack and tilt 101. Okay, it's a ball positioning and how it relates to the path. The stack and tilt model, if you will, kind of built out there in 2007 with Mike and Andy, Andy Plummer, Mike Bennett. Myself, I got included in that as well, which is really awesome out there on the tour. So it's built for a mid-trajectory draw. Well, how does it get mid-trajectory? Well, the balls in the middle are back, okay? And for the pattern that we're choosing for stack and tilt, it's a system, and that's what all the tour pros use. You've got guys like that are always looking for alignments. They're positioning their club on the swing plane coming down this way. That's an alignment. They put a ball position relative to their feet, which if my feet were here, that ball would be back more towards the right foot. So I'll show you that right here. Got it? So my center is where the yellow stick is. And what I want to do is roll this stick back to the middle ball, let's say. Okay, that would be a particular amount of curve, because as I start to shift my body to the left, it moves the ball even further back, but it gets my path going out to the right. And we've got to get that ball started to the right to play a draw. Okay, so like I said, the stack and tilt is a mid-trajectory draw pattern. So I'm going to show you the 3 principles in stack and tilt that'll make you really learn how to practice this. I'll stand here and do it first, and I'll switch this camera around and show you the other way. So the first thing is, there's 3 things, right? It's shoulder down, right leg straightening back, and arms in. So arms in means around. So I'll show you this from the rear view. Okay, here we go. Arms in. That means kind of on that orange stick, or maybe 45 degrees feeling, not down the target line. You don't go this way. Take it right in. Now when you do that, the momentum of that pattern automatically wants to straighten this hip back. So you can see this belt loop here is turning around this way. Got it? So you're not going to go shoving here, because that would block coming into the inside pattern. So the right leg straightens, the kneecap straightens, the arms go in, and the shoulder goes down. So it's like a speed skater getting ready to go like this. These are the kind of things you can do at home or anywhere, even in the office. The arms, when they swing in this way, want to automatically tug your body downward a little bit, and the leg wants to straighten too. So we've got the leg straightening, arms in, shoulder down. That's stack and tilt. Okay, that's the genesis for stack and tilt. Okay, and then the ball positioning, relative to how much you want to curve the ball, goes back of middle. So once again, if I put this stick in the middle, that's the center of those 2 orange sticks here. These balls are all back, right? Back of the center. So I'm going to position myself to come in with the ball position really back on my right ankle, inside the right ankle, halfway to the center point in the right ankle. And those are different degrees of angles of approach, right? Coming in on this arc. So that's the stack and tilt, all right? So let me show you how stack and tilt works. So from here, I'm going to put this club across my belt line here, and I'm going to work on pulling this, or Andy would call this the wrench, right? So it's like a socket set going like this. So the socket, a socket is this left hip, and the handle of the socket's over here. So you're pulling this back this way. You can see my body's turned. And from there, it's going to snap off you, right? So straighten the right leg, pull that hip back, arms go in, right, like this, and then we come from that inside. So if you have a ball position up forward, it's not going to work. You can't get to it. You'll end up coming around the corner. So if I have a ball on a wall here, and I start moving the balls back in that angle over here, then I've got a path coming here. It's going to be going out towards that ball and past the target line, and then releasing. If I start moving the ball up forward here, it's hard for me to get to the inside. You'd have to be a super slidey, maybe Scheffler guy to get it done. So considering that most of you are desk jockeys, have a job for a living, not out here at the range like me, just positioning the golf ball will have a big effect on what you can do with your body, with flow and positions, right, to create the shot at hand. So again, if I start to move that ball position in front of this yellow stick as you're looking, that's a wall here with golf ball center, start moving it over here, that's going to make me feel like I'm going to come across, and that's great for a fade. So behind the middle of your stance for draws is really what you want to do, with the handle a little forward, looking like this. Okay, so I've got the second ball here, my club in line. I would take it back like this, getting the arms back nice, shoulder down, right hip straight, and then I start to transfer my weight. When I get my zipper past the yellow stick, I'm going to ensure ball turf contact, and then my club's going to swing out to the right. So let me get into a different angle for you guys. Those 5 golf balls off the center stick yellow, and those are considered back in the arc. Now, the angled orange sticks are the path of your club head. So this is what the Tour Pros are looking at as they get ready to hit. They've done a bunch of grid work. They have alignment set so that they can define where they are relative to the target and put a ball in place for the shot at hand. Now, all these golf balls here are back in the stance. If I put the yellow stick right in the middle here, all those golf balls are back, which would be a draw position, okay? Those golf balls there would be, 5 balls back in that one. You'd expect to start it to the right and bring it back, and that would be your intention. As the balls would get onto this side, over here you might consider playing a fade. Okay, so you change the ball up by the left foot, and that's how that works. So if I'm playing a draw, I'm going to have this yellow stick back of the center, considering the center is there. And so I put my center stick back. My center is still here, but now the ball positions are behind my center in line with this yellow one. So I can keep moving the yellow stick back if I want to play that very back ball position. That would be like a very draw bias setup, because the path is now going to go to the right, and all I have to do is manage the club face within the path and releasing the club, okay? And if I were to start to move the ball again up here, that would look, I just rolled the stick up there, and now I've got that, I'd put a ball up by this stick, and I would start playing a fade. I'd come across, keep my arms kind of moving to the left of the target with the face a little to the right, and start to play fades. So what happens, what I see a lot of is out there is that you end up playing the ball too far forward and you're trying to hit a draw. That just doesn't work, because your brain knows where that golf ball is, and it's going to go this way to go get that golf ball. It's going to make your body swing out a little bit and start to hit that ball that's up here, and there's no way you can start it to the right. If we're looking to play draws, which a stack and tilt was a mid-trajectory draw pattern, I'm going to roll this yellow stick back to the middle ball. So that sticks in line with this middle ball, okay? And it's back in my stance, right? So playing it back in the stance, you would adjust your shoulders a little bit closed, set the handle a little ahead, so this way, diagonal out, kind of get it in line with this arm, and that's going to get you easily to swing the club out to the ball on an inside-out pattern. As I said earlier, if I had a ball over here, past the middle, even if I were stepping on the stick just to make the point of, well, I'll just roll it over. Now I've got the stick in the middle, which is on the forward part of the arc. Very difficult to draw a ball from there. I'd have to really get over here. So that would be more of a straight into the ball to a little bit left. Great way to play fades. You need to put the ball position up, understand what you're doing. So keep the club on plane going back, tied in with the body like this. Roll this back to that middle ball again. And then you'll see the different release pattern here, where my club's going out across the white stick. So there I'm across this white stick for the draw, shifting, head back, shoulders like this. Whoosh. And if I was fading, I'd have that ball up by here, up towards ball inside of my left ankle there, and I would be bringing the club more straight down the white stick and angling left, just like this. So knowing what you're doing is going to make you a better player, and if you're looking for those draws, guys, make sure that ball doesn't get too far forward, especially with driver, okay? You're going to see some swings in there from Charlie Wee and Troy Mattson. doing the draw pattern. Mike Bennett, got him in there, myself. So, and you know, all using the accumulators, right? What are those? Accumulators are just the accumulation of power via the arms and the upper body, nothing to do with the lower body. So the number one accumulators, the elbow, straight, you know, folding and straightening, just like this. Number two accumulator, wrist cocking, uncocking. Number three, baseball swing. Okay, number four is loading that left arm across your body and then throwing it off your body. That right arm really comes important. So this is the big one here, fast, powerful. This left arm lever, okay? And of course the right arm thrust is something that you can really just focus on straightening that right arm, because that has to happen to hit it hard, far, okay? So in stack and tilt, we're loading 4 with number 1. Number 1 folds, pulls it inside, shoulder down, and then we slide, and then we fire those off. I'm going to hit one for you here. I'm going to roll this stick forward, draw a pattern, got my shoulders closed a little bit. You can see that ball coming back there. This is a little 5-iron. Got the handle forward, handle up a little bit. Okay. Head tilted back, eye line out there a little bit. Arms are going in, taking the wrench back. Shoulder feels like it's not lifting, but downward, right? Kind of that Apollo Ono in the ice rink, right? The speed skating move. And that's what you're looking to do. You want to make every ball curve. If you're looking for draw, make everyone. I remember Andy on the tour would sit there with the pad with the boys, Aaron Badley and those guys, and just start showing them the curves. Because once you get a pattern going, you can aim the pattern, and that's the idea. So they're stack and tilt. And like I said, a golfing machine of Morad, the Mac O'Grady system is all based out of the alignments from Homer Kelly's book, That Golfing Machine, and little variances in there, but absolutely knowing where to put that golf ball and how to power your arms and control this club face via the grip. That's what the major players on the tour do. Get a system going like stack and tilt, and you're going to play better golf, all right? There's no doubt about it. Hit that link down below. It'll take you to a site that has the videos to help you along, to map yourself out so you have a system. Excited to have you aboard. We'll see you down the fairway. Paul Gorman out.